You know what's so interesting about nature and life and things that we should probably think more about as we have different perceptions about our own lives. This is my favorite flower. These are lilies of different types. But one thing about the lily is that you see these bulbs right here? They are held together by this thin tip of the stem. To me, that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. That this bulb, as big as it is, can be held by that little stem. That's gorgeous to me. And I, as a person who loves nature and loves animals and just appreciates the smaller things in life, this is awesome to me. Look at that. These big bulbs, and usually they're not even that big. Usually they're about this size right here. And these are curled up and they're actually like hugging each other, things like that. But these bulbs just grew so big when this flower, when it opened up out of its bulb, I should say, or when it came up out of the petals, and I saw how big the bulbs were, I was amazed. And they were actually bigger than this earlier before they, shrunk a little bit and, became the size they are now. And of course, this is all gooey and stuff like that. It's all gooey. But what I want to say is, sometimes in life, we are the bulb. And we are holding on by a thin thread. Sometimes we are holding on by a thread. And we are one step away from falling. Or one step away from giving up. Or one step away from failing. Or one step away from just losing who we are. Or maybe we never found out who we are. Or sometimes we are one step away from success. And we just always choose the easiest way out, which is to quit. But little do we know that even though sometimes we're being held by the most thinnest line, the thinnest rope, the thinnest aspect of life, and we're on the edge just wiggling like this bulb, as you notice, we still don't fall. We don't fall, and we're still secure. And I just got to tell you, that is God holding you together. That's God holding you together and nothing else. This creation right here is of God and nothing else. A man cannot make this creation. It can try to duplicate it. It can try its hardest with science, with math, and all of these different functions and fractions and all of that. But a man nor woman, humans, we cannot duplicate God's work. When we are holding on by our last strand, no matter how tough the storm is, God is holding us by a thread. And he's waiting for us to trust him so that we can bloom like this bouquet of flowers, lilies, roses, whatever you may be. You might even be a thorn at one point, but wherever you are, God is holding you by a thread, especially when you turn your back on him. He's just saying, stop shedding yourself for the world. Stop shedding every piece of you for the world. Trust in me. I believe it's John 3:30. It's, increasing the Lord and decreasing yourself. The Lord needs to increase in your life, and you need to decrease yourself so that he can do what he needs to help you grow and be a better person, to help you change someone else's life. So as much as I appreciate nature, and as beautiful as I think it is, we need to learn how to appreciate the smaller things in life so that we can learn how to relate it to our own lives, and turn something that the world might think is small and tiny, if not of as much significance, and turn it into a masterpiece. You see, this here, all of these flowers started off like us. We were in the womb, right? We hadn't bloomed yet. We weren't yet tainted by all of life's, elements, society, the different perceptions, the violence, all of the things that taint us as we grow older. We weren't yet tainted by those things yet, because we were in our shell, being protected by our families and God, even when we denied him, or even when we didn't understand him. However, as we get older and we grow like these little things here, and sometimes we fail ourselves and we start to wilt like this orange rose here, but somehow, some of us more so different. We all have a story, some of us different than others, but at some point we have to grow, and we spread our wings and we get our petals, and we get our growing spurts. And we go through these different trials in life. Oh, lost a job. Oh, lost a loved one. Oh, financial issues. Oh, don't know how to be accepted by society. Oh, can't trust nobody. Oh, sexual issues. Oh, Rolling Stone. Daddy's gone. Mama's gone. All of this and that. Domestic violence, I don't have to keep naming. I'm from Chicago, so all of that stuff is just right there in front of you. However, notice as I touched each of these bulbs, none of them fell from the green. Notice the stem is green. Green is a signal of growth. None of these bulbs fell. No matter how much of ourselves we shed on our petals, no matter how much we give up to those, or how much we lose of ourselves in the process of growth, not one of these bulbs fell from the stem. And I'm telling you, this stem is so thin, I really don't even know how it's being held together, except by the grace of God who created it. This is beautiful. We need to learn how to appreciate the beauty in life, not with just flowers. This is just a metaphor for me. I'm using to explain to you how beautiful life can be if we just learn to open up ourselves and stop being so afraid of change. That's it. Stop being so afraid of change and growth and new perspectives. Stop being immature and naive and, just settling for the chitter chatter. Stop. Because as long as we got that one thing holding on to us, you might not even know it's there because you're too stubborn to realize it. But it's there. Everyone has it. And I want you and me and we to wake up and be as beautiful as these lilies.